Hi everyone, it's Mikayla. So today I'm going to be filming with Zoe the We Catfished Him story. So yeah.
The We Catfished. So like Mikayla was going through a breakup with her American boyfriend, and I was the one who had to break up with him.
So at about, when was it? It was in like January, I'd say. January this year, so about 4 or 5 months ago, I was in a relationship with somebody who was living in America, so it was an online relationship, and I've learned my lesson. I will never ever do that again. But I didn't want to be with him anymore just because I felt that I wasn't a online relationship type of person. I didn't like long distance. I'm the type of person that likes having company. If I'm in a relationship with somebody, I want to at least meet them first. I'm quite picky on the people that I'm with now.
And the guy always, every single conversation they have, even if it was just a normal conversation, he would turn everything sexual. Like Mikayla was reading out their conversation to me, and then like every second message he would turn into sexual. And I was like, oh, I was getting really angry.
And it really annoyed me, for starters, because I wanted to have a decent conversation. A lot of guys don't understand that I actually just want to have like a real conversation that's genuine, that doesn't have any like sexualness in it at all. And he really wasn't giving me that in a way. So that's one of the main reasons why I didn't want to be with him anymore, just because I felt so pressured to like flirt back or to talk dirty back to him, and I just didn't want to do that. But anyway, moving on back to the story. So basically how we broke up is I went onto Zoe's Facebook account and I typed this long ass essay pretending that I was Zoe, and I pretty much said that, you know, Mikayla's not interested, I guess. What did I say?
She doesn't want a long distance relationship, that like she doesn't even know if when they meet that they will like fall in love, and then she wasted all those years.
Exactly. Me and Zoe both had like a really big feeling that we were not, like, when we meet each other we won't get along, and it won't, you know, I just don't want to waste like 2 years until I'm going to America. Don't want to waste 2 years of my life. No.
Yeah, and plus their Pisces signs do not match together.
Me and Zoe are like really into like the horoscopes and like
why do I call it Pisces signs? Pisces mine too.
Yeah, I was thinking just like, what?
I always do that. I meant star signs.
Yeah, me and Zoe are really into that stuff. Yeah, and he, in the end, he just ended up blaming it all on Zoe, having a go at her, saying you broke us up. I'm just like, bitch, I'm the one who was on her account. Like, Zoe didn't do nothing. Getting back onto the story, basically, Zoe came up with the idea. You can explain this.
We were on the phone and we were talking about it, and we're just like, I wonder if he's gonna like flirt with anybody else. So I came up with the idea of making a fake account and talking to him. So we got like a bunch of people to like add us and everything like that. We've like picked a girl that's like kind of doesn't live too far away from us.
She lives like 10-20 minutes away from us.
Yeah,
but,
and
yeah.
We don't know her or anything, but she's really, really pretty and all that, and she kind of had inappropriate photos and all that, like showing her body off and all that, but she was really, she was really, really pretty. So we picked her, and then we sent him a friend request, but
we didn't send him a friend request. We made it we tried to make it look,
that's what I said already,
as legit as possible, and we didn't adding him was literally the last thing. This story technically isn't about him. This story is about your friend and her guy.
Yeah, I was talking to this guy. Well, back then it would be like 5 months or something like that. Oh no, it wouldn't be 5 months.
4.
But like, yeah, I was like, I wonder if he will flirt back with somebody else. So I added him, I messaged him, and he didn't flirt back or anything, because he's been saying to me like he hasn't flirted with anybody and all that. He's loyal to me and all that. But then he said relationships are overrated.
That's a big red flag right there.
Yeah, I got so angry and all that. But then I think he guessed that it was me on that fake account and all that, because he started like saying like sorry to me on like my actual Facebook and everything like that. Then there's this guy that like I used to talk to, but he became my best friend and all that. He when he was talking to me, he started dating this girl when he was talking to me and all that, and he didn't want to hurt me or anything, so he waited for a bit. And then his girlfriend started messaging me and all that, being really rude and all that. It caused this massive fight and all that. They keep breaking up and all that, and I had to keep giving him advice on that relationship and all that.
He would ring her at like 12 a.m. while on a school night when she's trying to get sleep, and just try and talk to her for hours. And like when she said, oh, I gotta go back to sleep, like he wouldn't let her go. And that's like what pissed me off the most, because I hated this guy, still do. I absolutely hate him because he's just a dick. Like she's
yeah.
Like he pulled unnecessary drama into Zoe's life that didn't need to happen, and that's what really pissed me off.
He would get angry at me if I got angry at like him and all that, and I like, even when he was in a relationship and everything, I wasn't allowed to talk to any guy or anything, or he would get angry and all that. And he's just like, I've always had feelings for you and all that, and
being in a relationship or in a thing with this bitch that absolutely hates Zoe.
Yeah, she hates me. She even started like flirting with my brother and was saying, even when she was dating this guy, and saying to my brother that oh yeah, he's my ex and all that, and started making up complete lies about me and saying it to my brother. My brother started like telling my parents all this stuff, and I'm just like, she is lying. She hates me that much that she's got to try and talk to my family and try and ruin my life and everything. That's like, ugh. Like we absolutely hate each other.
We thought it would be fun to prank Nick, so we weren't going to add my ex-boyfriend. We weren't going to add him for quite a while because we wanted to make the account legit. So as we forgot to mention, we added my location on the account to like 30 minutes away from his like home area, and in America obviously. But this guy that she was talking about, like always kept her up at night, what was I gonna say? He lives in Australia, so
he doesn't live far from us.
Since I hate this guy, I wanted to
no, it was like my idea to talk to him, because I added him because I saw his thing when I like added, you know.
Oh yeah. Didn't you want to add in to see?
Yeah.
She was curious. She wanted to see what would happen, considering they're supposedly, her and the girl that absolutely hates her, so they supposedly are in a thing.
I didn't mean to say the guy's name. Yeah.
I doubt he's gonna see this video, and if he
does,
does,
he watches my YouTube videos.
But she was curious. She wanted to see, since he says how much, since he's kept her up like all night, like every night prior to this, she wanted to see if he was actually being legit about liking her so much. So she added him on this fake account that we made, and he accepted it for some reason. He had no mutual friends with her, and she lived in a completely different country, but you know, adding randoms, you know, whatever. You started flirting with him, and he was going full on back. Like, he was flirting so much.
Yeah. He's just like, how is a beautiful girl like you talking to like a guy like me? Like, are you blind?
Yeah.
And yeah, he was like calling her babe, like saying that he wants to meet her.
Sending her photos of his abs. Those non-existent abs, but
yeah, he was sending like things, and he was covering there and taking photos, and
he low-key wanted to send us nudes, but he wanted to,
scared.
But he was too scared
because he wasn't getting anything back.
But we weren't asking for nudes, so
no, he was like just
horny.
Just in the mood.
So we wanted to see if he would meet up with us, like see if he was down, and he must have like not investigated our Facebook account and said that we were in America. But
oh no, he knew we were American. I just said I was on a holiday.
Oh yeah.
In Australia.
So she said she was on a holiday in Australia, and that you were currently in like Queensland or something.
Yeah, and then I asked my parents, because my family was like rich. I if we can fly down before we go home.
And her parents said yes, supposedly.
Yeah.
So he was down to meeting up.
Yeah.
But we wanted to see if he would like give us his number and we'd like exchange numbers.
Yeah, so we gave him, because he already had my number obviously, we gave him Mikayla's number, and he was so stupid enough not to see that it was a freaking Australian number.
And he didn't even ask about it or anything.
Nah, I said I'm from America and I have Australian number, like.
Once I gave him my number, he decided he wanted to call, and so we answered the phone, and I put on this like, he's spoken to her on the phone obviously, so he knows like her voice and shit. He's never spoken to me before. So I answered the phone and put on like the best American accent I've ever done in my whole bloody life. I would never be able to do it again. But
try and do it now.
Give me a sentence.
He said new.
Hi, I can't do it now. I can't do it now. But like I was so like under pressure back then that like I had to get my accent perfectly. Even though I bet you if I had an Australian accent like how I do now, if I just spoke how I do now, he probably would have taken the bait anyway. So I put on my best American accent that I've ever done before, and I had a really good, long, decent conversation with him, and that happened a couple times, didn't it? We had a good conversation with this guy, and it went well. He believed us, he wanted to meet up with us, and yeah.
And he asked for like a selfie and all that, and thank God for this girl. She took a photo in something
she takes a lot of photos.
Yeah, because it was late at night. So I quickly went onto her Instagram trying to look for a photo, and as soon as I went onto her Instagram, she posted a photo of her in her pajamas, like in this thing that could have been like looked like her pajamas, in like this bathroom that looked like it could have been a server or KFC or something like that. And I said, okay, I'll send you one in a second. Just going for a walk to KFC with my family, and then I sent the photo. Like I said, I didn't have makeup on in it, so I scribbled like the face out. He believed it so well. I'm just like, thank you, this girl, for sending that, like, making that Instagram photo at that minute. Like, I needed it.
And I woke up one night when Zoe wasn't around. I woke up because I had my phone next to me while I was asleep. I woke up to him calling me, and obviously I didn't answer. Because like I'm not answering at 12 AM. This is what I mean. Like he just calls people at 12 AM and I find it so like disrespectful. And I'm just like, really bitch, you're calling me at 12 AM? Like no. So I just ignored the phone call, and then he tried again, and then he tried again, and then he finally like gave up. So we were starting to get bored of it, started to feel a little bit bad for him. You know, like he's freaking like in love with this girl so much. So we told him that it wasn't us. We told him that, what did we say? That it was the girl?
Yeah, that
the
was
girl
the
that
girl.
hates her.
Yeah.
And he freaked out.
He freaked out. He called her, like, this girl, and went off his nut, and then they haven't talked to each other since then, but he found out that she was cheating on him like the whole relationship.
He asked us if it was us, and we said no, it's not us, you know, like why would it be us, who is this person? And he believed us because he's dumb as fuck. Then we oh yeah, he got a bunch of his friends to call my number. He was constantly calling, and he was using heaps of different numbers to try and figure out who this bitch was. Oh yeah, I was texting him, and then I accidentally said Zoe's name in the text message. I wish I didn't delete those text messages. Otherwise I'd totally like show them, but the numbers didn't anyway. Yeah, I accidentally like blew our cover, and then he just knew it was us, and like
yeah, he hated me.
He wasn't mad for that long though.
Yeah, he was angry for like, because I knew every time we have had a fight and all that, and after everything he's done to me, he never stays mad at me for anything because he starts missing me and everything. So he was angry at me for about like 3 weeks and all that. I blocked his number and I blocked him on Facebook, but then every time I block his number or something like that, he always puts his number on private and then calls me. And all that is so annoying.
See, he just doesn't stop calling, and it's so annoying.
and he's just like, I miss you and all of that, and I really like, because he doesn't have the other girl anymore because obviously they broke up.
Because of us.
Yeah, because of us. But
that relationship was doomed from the beginning though. Yeah. We did him a favour, and I'm pretty sure he thanked you afterwards for it as well.
He's kind of glad that like that relationship's over, because like this girl, she is like the worst girl you'll ever meet. She said to his best friend, and I don't know why he would stay with this girl after he said this. So his best friend like had cancer, and then she's just like, I hope the cancer kills you. Like, what bitch does that? So like yeah, so he called me and all that, said that like he misses me, and then he's like saying, oh, I have feelings for you and all that, and then we had another fight like the other day, and then he says like, oh yeah, I got a new bang now, and we're fighting. And I'm just like, okay.
Pretty much after that situation died down, I don't think we really went on that account very often, and then we finally like remembered like, oh wait, we made this account to catfish my ex-boyfriend, like we totally forgot about him. So
yeah,
oh, by the way, we didn't mention this, but like we were every time we went on that account, we were getting like video calls from all these strangers. Like we added heaps of people from like all over the world, and we were getting heaps of like video chats, audio chats, like images being sent to us of just nudity. Like we were constantly getting that, and like,
yeah, and going down a news feed, it was like nudes and nudes and nudes and nudes. Oh,
and scams and scams and scams. Like we tried to add legit people, but that didn't happen. So I said that really bad. I said weird, really weird. Anyway, we had totally forgotten that we were supposed to be catfishing my ex-boyfriend. So we tried adding him, and he blocked us. He must have just known or something. I mean, he's not dumb, but like he blocked us from sending us friend requests and messages and just everything, and like that did not work out. So we started getting like really bored of the account now. You know, we kind of like, we wanted to have one little last bit of fun, and then, you know, never go on the account anymore. So we decided to Facebook message the girl that we got all the pictures from, like the profile picture and like all the stuff we were posting, like the photos and stuff. We decided to message the actual person.
And that was your idea, wasn't it? Yeah.
And it didn't go that bad.
Yeah, she was kind of just creeped out.
She was just creeped out, but like she wasn't really that fussed, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then
she probably got her pictures taken as fake accounts like all the time.
Yeah, well, she is freaking pretty, so what do you expect when you're pretty? No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure she ended up reporting our account for fake account, and we've been blocked out the account, which we're kind of glad of because we aren't interested in using it anymore. But
yeah,
that was literally our whole story on us catfishing like 3 to 4 people. Yeah, it was crazy. We won't ever be making a fake account ever again, I don't think, considering it is illegal. And so that was our catfishing story.
We're not crazy.
We're not crazy. We put out that we were like psychopaths just then, but
we were just doing it for fun, and
not for fun, to be curious to see if my ex-boyfriend was going to flirt with people.
The guy I'd been talking to at the time kind of wanted to break up that couple just because like their relationship was
He's led her on for so long, and their relationship was shit, and she's a bitch.
Yeah.
So
that's
and she made fun of cancer, so she can go freaking die in a hole.
Yeah.
She can go stuff herself.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough cyberbullying for today. So that pretty much concludes this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you let me know. I know this video was like crazy.
And creepy.
And creepy. We're not crazy people. Like, we won't ever be doing that again. And we hope you don't get angry at us.
And we hope you don't do this ever. Like, don't do it.
Don't do it.
My mummy and daddy know.
So do mine. They're not very proud of me.
No, they're not very proud of me either. But then I told them who I was doing it to, and they know that those people are like really bad to me, so they're just like meh.
So yeah, that concludes this video. So bye.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Bye. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, sure about